Hey, what's going on? This is RJ Game News USA here, and I'm going to go ahead and respond to somebody named COG, who has talked about me recently in a video. And I got some interesting thoughts. So if you're new here, please subscribe if you haven't already. Alright, so let's jump right into it. First of all, just for COG specifically, here's the bull mask you've requested, sire. Anyway, no, the bull mask isn't going anywhere. Let me just say that first and foremost. I got different masks. I got different hats I wear. It's staying. I do mostly use it in my quartering videos. I've kind of dried up on the quartering drama a little bit. I understand it gets views. The things I do say and talk about are my actual opinions. And I do want to get to the heart of the issue where me and COG disagree. And where we disagree on is with this. He doesn't think the quartering has flagged or removed Kino Casino's clip channel. I believe he did. Just based on the evidence of what he sent Josh Moon. He said he was going to do it, and then it happened. And again, this isn't court of law. I don't need to have it, like, scientifically proven to know it. I could use my gut, my intuition, my common sense. And it just, in the court of public opinion, he's guilty. Which is enough on the internet, in my opinion. Because I don't have, like, a way to know. You know what I mean? Unless he admits it. But in my opinion, it's a pre-admission on his part to say he's going to do something and then does it. It's guilty. And that's my opinion of it. Me and COG will disagree on that. But I do want to set the record straight on a few things, for sure. And that is, I actually thought COG's video about me was fucking funny. I thought the music he added to it, his commentary he talked about during it, was great. I laughed. Legitimately laughed. Again, I'm not above being made fun of. So, I thought I was very delighted by the video, actually. Thought it was funny. And then as I get into, like, my personal thoughts on COG, I actually don't really know him very well. And I don't know his lore very well. And I'm just now digging into things a little bit. But, I saw his video on me. I saw that he, somebody pointed out that he covered me on his live. And so I looked at the section he did over my live during his live. And, I think he's acting in good faith for the most part. I think he believes what he's saying. I think we can have a simple disagreement and it'd stay that way and it would be fine. I'll give you an example where I can meet COG halfway on things. I watched another part of his stream. I think Mikey Moore did run from COG quite a bit. And, which is a shame and it's sad. But one of the reasons why I'm so against what the quartering's doing is, with this flagging, is he's hitting so many creators that I actually like. Now, I will go ahead and dive a little bit into my history with the Kino Casino. I don't watch all their segments or cover all their stuff. I might have seen them cover COG once or twice. But I really still have failed to, understand the exact lore or criticism. Where I really got into Kino Casino was when they started covering Review Tech USA. Because Review Tech USA used to be one of my favorite YouTubers. And he handled the firing of Jay horribly. And that turned me against him. And so, I started making anti-Review Tech content. And I also found Kino Casino that way as well on the Clips channel. I'm mostly a YouTube guy. I don't really watch. I do watch a little bit of Kino Casino on Kick now because I almost don't have a choice. But there's a bunch of clip channels that popped up too that I watch. But for the most part, I watched Kino Casino on the clip channel, and I was very upset to see it removed just a mere days after the quartering threatened to do so. So obviously I'm pissed at the quartering. And then I see a bunch of other people getting strikes and getting flagged. You know, Raven Thoughts and Minds got completely removed. Mikey Moore, of course, got issues. Yellow Flash, I think, had some issues. Camelot got struck twice. And I watch all these people and enjoy all these people. And they all are talking about the same subject for a while. And they were talking about the quartering. And all these quartering videos are getting flagged. You know what I mean? And I just find it upsetting. So I just wanted to jump in there and freaking, you know, defend the fucking content I watch. And then another thing COG mentioned, he talked about how he was flagged and how he believes he's flagged by the Kino Casino. I'm not sure if he was or not. I do know this. I definitely defend COG's freedom of speech to post. I don't think it's funny that he's flagged. Or I don't think it's funny if anything he does is removed. I'm sort of a free speech absolutist. Now, where another criticism I think he might have thrown out of me is about the Ren Fair. I do think it's funny that Jeremy got banned from the Ren Fair. But the thing is, you know, one of the things is I probably wouldn't have banned him myself if it was up to me. I think it's not really a bad thing to necessarily, like, go up to him and say, yo, you're fucking hot. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's how we should be as society. Say what you think, right? I think the more the issue is having the kids around made it really creepy. And I think, you know, Jared wasn't being very sociable. But I'm not saying I would even ban him. I'm just saying I kind of laugh at the irony of the situation where he ends up getting banned from the Ren Fair, which is kind of funny. I don't laugh at COG getting flagged, though. That's stupid. Like, and if Kino Casino did do that, that's dumb. Like, that's fucking retarded. I disavow that off the bat. But no, I think COG is funny. I need to go sub to him. Definitely. So like I said, me and him might not see eye to eye and everything, but I understand where he's coming from. I think he understands where I'm coming from. I'm not necessarily like a veteran of YouTube as far as the content creation side of it. So obviously there might be something I'm missing or something I may not be knowledgeable of. All I know is this. I see a guy basically in the quartering who says, hey, I'm going to take this down, and then it happens a few days later. And I'm like, oh, okay. I guess you did. And then that's just how I am, right? That's just plain, like, in front of my face. That's what I saw happen. Want to address a couple other things COG mentioned. He did talk about how my shirts were draping over here. I was just lazy and I didn't hang them up yet. I hung them up now. Another thing he talked about was back here, this door. I just don't have any trim around it. Like, I bought this really fucking cheap house and I own my house outright. And I made sure it was functional. But I really don't give a fuck about, like, adding trim or doing anything like that to make it look nicer. Because I just really don't give a shit. Same thing with the curtains. First, I use tape to tape them up. These are actual curtains. I've addressed this before in a video. People said it's blankets. These are actual curtains. They're like blackout curtains. I just didn't care to buy the rods or install them or anything. I really don't give a fuck. I am lazy, I'll admit. I used tape at first, tore that off, and just hammered it in right into the wall. Again, I own the fucking property, so I just do whatever the fuck I want with it. So yeah, that's addressing some small points I heard there. What else did he talk about? Oh yeah, Rumble. Um, I don't know. I'll look more into that. I'll look more into should I do Rumble or not. But honestly, I love doing YouTube. I actually don't need any money from YouTube. I have a regular job and I'm content. Obviously, more money is nice, right? You get to retire sooner. So that's not changing regardless. I did add a Cash App as a way for people to donate to the show if they want. Yeah, I'm not saying like I'm set in my ways, I'm not rich, I'm not anything like that, not at all. I'm just saying like I could use the money I get from Cash App to maybe do some more stuff for the show. I could justify getting props or doing something else with the money in the Cash App account other than using my regular everyday bill money and expenses money on the show itself. I can get better equipment, stuff like that. I can use the money to reinvest in the show is what I'm saying. But yeah, I don't know. I think overall, I don't have any beef with COG. I think mostly any attention's good attention, even if it's bad attention. I don't think his video was ill-intentioned at all, necessarily. I think maybe he stumbled across me, discovered me, and then gave his honest opinion, which is what I do normally to content creators who are much bigger than me. And so I actually consider it pretty cool that, he would cover me. This is a very small channel here. And I don't know. I'm curious to see if he'll respond to this video at all and see what he has to say. But that's it for now, guys. That's all I got. Thanks for watching. Anyway, this is RJ signing out. Have a good one.